AJ. How's it going, buddy? You missed the thing before. Yes, I'm wearing a vest. It's a whole thing. Don't worry about it. But yeah, no, we did it before with Persona 3, but we're just gonna do a little bit different now because I've got little bit of time to while away. So I'm just gonna shoot some people on this. Now, how the fuck do I get put on an ad on my own stream? That's some bullshit.
We have the sky over
Yeah, let's roll.
Our rendezvous point is this way.
I don't fully remember how to play. No, still orcs at the moment. Ah, shit. Yeah, I got to do a thing at 11:30, and I just thought, fuck it, I'll do this for a little bit. You know how it be. How's this doing sound-wise? Little bit of feedback. Hi Eva, welcome back. Yes, we are just doing this for a little bit because I got some shit I got to do at 11:30, so I thought, fuck it, I'll play through this for a bit.
What could the orcs hope to gain by slaughtering so many?
So terror.
Didn't you already subscribe?
Cruel, but effective.
Yes, I did miss your shit against Lucas. I was migrained to a horrifying degree. Like, I was just out of it on Thursday. Next week, though, I'll come. But also, that is so unfair against Lucas. I slaughtered him with Drakari. And it was kinky. Super kinky. I don't oh, shit. Video. I hate... Nah, I feel fine now. I've been doing manly things, lifting plant pots and manure and all that shit. Oh dear, plot. Well, manure, compost, all fucking...
Our plan is unchanged. Get the Inquisitor and the power source off-world.
The Inquisitor and the power source. And there's a thing which will give us new weapons.
We will have a damnable time getting them out.
We are ultramarines. Orcs are not a problem.
Alright, mate. Fuck you. Orcs are awesome.
By then the orcs will have worked out how to
Just gonna tell you, you guys aren't chill. Orcs are ace.
Space Marine recognized. Granting access.
Well, of course I'm gonna swap for a fucking las cannon. Are you kidding? Nice. I don't fully remember how to play this. It's been... Oh, no. Hopefully he doesn't know I'm here. He knows I'm here.
Orc rocket launchers on the high ground.
Oh, that's right. The las cannon's a fucking sniper rifle in this, isn't it? Okay, if you put a skull on the screen, I'm gonna assume you're gonna die. Fair's fair. Alright, just hold still. And that did nothing. For some reason I blame Glitch, who's not here. So I'm gonna blame Eva in... Stop it. I'll blame Eva in Glitch's absence. Ow. Do we need evacuation? I feel like evacuation's... 1, 2... Huh. 3 dead guardsmen for a single orc. That's pretty good. Okay, Eva, I don't know what the squirrel doing that pose is. Wait, this is their rooms? These are nice. Classy. Very stylish. Don't tell. That sounds like you after too much rosé. Just saying. Not that I will admit, rosé is the... I don't drink wine generally. because I don't have the taste for it. I'm a bit of a lout. Rosé. When I was a student, I decided it'd be a great idea to down 2 bottles of rosé, which involved, like, literally Blossom Hill. Yeah, no. Also, none of them are corpstarch. But yeah, I grabbed a bottle of 2 bottles of rosé, downed it, basically torpedoed it. And I've never been so out of it, like, horrified in my life. Oh shit, Evas. And we're good. I forgot I had a plasma pistol. I honestly thought I still had a bolt pistol. Wine undoubtedly gives you the worst hangover you can possibly have. I don't want any of these. They suck. Why would I want a worse sniper rifle than a fucking las cannon? Shit. And I say that as someone who has gotten... I don't get hangovers generally. Shit, my hubris. Oh, shit. I do not remember how to activate my Super Saiyan mode. So that's a problem. Fair play. Whole lot of dead people here. No, like, wine is the worst hangover I've ever had. AJ, what's your worst hangover? Come on, be honest. Actually, saying that, no. My worst hangover was taking illicit substances and then drinking beer not knowing I shouldn't. That was easily the worst hangover. I would not recommend it. How the fuck do I activate that? I can't remember. Vodka, really? Vodka hangovers seem to be... I don't know. I find vodka hangovers relatively chill. I mean, if I die again, it doesn't matter. I just need to remember what the button is.
Stamp them out.
I remember what the button is. It's R. Are you sure? I am. Yeah, but the only time I get a hangover from vodka is if it's in a White Russian. Even then, White Russians as a cocktail aren't that bad. The worst are undoubtedly, the worst cocktail for this shit is what is it? Long Island iced teas are the worst hangovers. Because Long Island iced teas get you slosh. You're done. And clearly you've not drunk Long Island iced teas. They fuck you up. Because the Long Island iced teas are 90% alcohol. And it's awful. But great at the same time because you're drinking what you want to drink. I mean, at the end of the day, people drink booze to get blotted. I'm not entirely sure how I died there. Tequila, I've never had an issue with. I've drunk a lot of tequila. Hangovers, they're fine. They're not awful. As I said, worst hangover I ever had was taking certain substances that I shouldn't take. You ran face first into orcs. Face first is a relative term. I probably should just hang back and shoot them. I'm not sure why I keep running into them face first like it's going to help. I mean, I literally have a... Really? Nice. And they're still alive. No invuln save. Not anymore. 10th has gotten rid of invuln saves. To a degree. I'm still amazed by the rules leak they had with that. That is hilarious how bad it was. Like, you expect a rules... maybe an occasional page of a rules leak, but that was truly... that was nearly the full fucking rules. And it's hilarious. Because if I was a... not a judgmental man, if I was a man who assumed certain things, then I would assume that this current leak was something GW actually chose to do. I think they've blocked all the leaks now. I'm not entirely sure. Shit, they've got choppers. No, green men. You're all chunky big men. You want Eva, not me.
Time for battle is now.
I mean, granted, they don't have, you know, certain organs that do certain things, but you can work with what you got. Shit, I'm out of bullets. Well, that's a problem. Okay, that miss wasn't like a deliberate miss. Fair. Fair. I mean, that is a whole... best not to talk about, I think. Because you never know if you're going grots in your underwear after that, and that's just... well, squigs first. But squigs are kind of adorable, aren't they? There's more rocks? There's a lot of rocks. It's all rocks. What do you want about? Shut up. Okay, here's what we do. Bold guy, you go do, I don't know, something. Maybe die. Oh no, shit. I honestly don't remember that bit. If a job is worth doing, it's worth dying for. You have never worked in customer service. Maybe chill? Oh, you're kidding me. I have to do all this bullshit. Is this stream just going to be me failing to get past this one section? Is that what this is? Well, I've done worse. I honestly hope Leandros turns up in the sequel. I'm curious to see where they go with that. Because you know they had a whole plan for how the sequels for these games would go. Well, they claim they had a whole plan. You can see it. They were stating that they were going to do... like... oh... please, Chaos Spawn. Fair. No, it was going to be like... I can't remember exactly what it was. It was like they were going to have... you'd make your own chapter and you'd do all that because you'd be an outcast space marine, join the Death Watch, everything. You know? Which is not a bad shout. Fair dues. Join the Death Watch, be a Black Shield. It's pretty cool. Shame the Death Watch suck in the actual game at the moment, but who doesn't suck? I say this as someone who plays orcs and sweat goblins, which is the only real way you can define Drakari. BDSM sweat goblins. But no, he is more likely to join Chaos. I mean, he's a dick. He's got that Slaaneshi vibe. Guys, I need you to chill, and I need my teammate to do anything. I also kind of forgot I had a melter gun. Yeah.
To the attack!
Maybe if I'd remembered this, it would have been... Who doesn't have a Slaaneshi vibe in 40k? Ooh, in 40k, Tyranids don't have a Slaaneshi... No, wait, 4. Yeah, that's a vibe. Who doesn't have a... the Mechanicus are a whole kink in of themselves. Space Marines are a bunch of hyper muscly dudes who are only dudes because otherwise people would get upset for some reason. Sisters of Battle are nuns who whip themselves in like very raggy clothing. Drukhari are, well, Drukhari. That's a problem. I don't think there is anyone. There must be someone who isn't particularly Drukhari, isn't particularly Slaaneshi. Leagues of Votann? I mean, they're short stacks, yes, but they're also mostly dudes with beard. Then again, that's it. Tau. Either if you think that, then I guarantee you have not seen the fan art of Tau. Like, the stuff you sent me about Mr. Blobby from that website, which, once again, not a fan of, I need you to look up Tau on that. And then also... Okay, now I won. Well, yeah, they do madness, but they're also like... You read up on the lore of what they're allowed to do. Basically, the Tau are like, you know what we should do? We should have sex, but only if the Ethereals tell us we do. Then we'll take 3 days off, boink for those 3 days, and then we'll never talk to each other again. Which is basically dating apps. In fairness.
If you are injured, return to your quarters. The machine god will watch over you.
How does it work for the crew? Oh. So, I do know how it works for the crew. From a lore perspective. I'm going to need you guys to tell me if you want to know this, because it is kind of weird. So I'm going to need express permission to explain how the crew work. Oh, wait. I have AJ's consent. Eva, do I have your consent to explain how the crew work? Well, fuck it. Eva isn't paying attention, so I'll say it anyway. So the Kroot... I assume Eva's not paying attention because she's looking up Tau on that website. The Kroot reproduce by rubbing shoulders. I'm not even kidding. Yeah. So the Kroots, the Lady Kroot bits are on their shoulders, and the Dude Kroots have things in their hands, so they rub the shoulders, and then that is the do for them. When did I pick this fucking thing up? Oh, Eva is there. I assume she was too busy looking up Tau. And making that her evening. Although it doesn't work for male Tau. Fucking hell! Alright, this big lad wants a piece of me. Okay, you got a piece of me. But yeah, so if a crew offers to rub your shoulders, it is trying to knock you up. It's a bit like an ostrich doing a bit of a dance. Well, AJ, the answer to that question is yes. Remember, the crew morphs can breed with each other. There's nothing saying they can't. So, technically, shit. I suppose it'd be the same for them as if we had, you know, did the deed with a Neanderthal. Technically same species, but, you know. Oh wait, we did with Neanderthals. That's why a bunch of us have Neanderthal DNA. Whether or not you're more likely to have Neanderthal DNA or Genghis Khan's DNA is a different matter entirely. Shit. When are they not? And this is the whole thing. There's a lot of greenskins and a lot of dead guardsmen. So yeah, aside from me murdering everybody, how's everybody's weekend going? AJ, you weren't around for much of the Persona 4, so you might not have seen it, but I assume you're having a good weekend.
Feel the Emperor's wrath.
Admittedly, the Persona 4 stream is not very much Persona 4. It was mostly all of us ripping into people, ripping into ourselves. Any stream where Eva, DJ, and L'Oreal turn up is always chilling like a villain. Which villain? Because some villains are not chill. Like, 40k villains are not chill people. They are cray-cray. But I mostly do this because I gotta... Belascore has never been chill in his life. He's too busy bitching. Huh. Come here. Ooh.
The tech priests will have to bring all of these structures down and rebuild.
I like how you think it's tech priests and not the guardsmen as soon as chaos turns up, who they're gonna, you know, artificially and then forced to do all this. What happened on Armageddon? Oh, you're still alive. You win this round, Greenskin. But now I have a bolt gun. I cannot wait for the sequel. So either the sequel of this, or I want to see a new Dawn of War designed like the old Dawn of War. Not the Dawn of War 2 design, which I kinda hate. I hate Dawn of War 2. Dawn of War 3, they acted like they were bringing it back, but it was shit. I want to see Dawn of War, the original, base building, Age of Empires X mechanics. I want to see a full plot Yeah, Dawn of War RTS. Let us build our armies, build our bases, give us a full plot, multiplayer that kind of works, but... Oh, hey, this guy isn't suspicious.
Inquisitor Drogon, we need to get you off planet before we're overrun
Do
by
RTS games still make money? You know what? You are better off asking either that than you are me. Either is way more into RTSs. All the RTSs I play were made like 10 years ago.
Raw energy from the warp. How are you still alive?
I don't know. How are you still alive? Someone ate your skull.
The stuff of chaos. Heresy.
My work against the Xenos has the Imperium's blessing.
Can your blessed work help us against the Orcs?
My research is of the utmost secrecy. The Imperium forbids...
God, not Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe! Willem Dafoe!
Consider that your Imperial sanction.
I like how he kept his hair even after we lost most of this. Nobody has normal hair in Warhammer. I figured that out. Hair is not normal.
The psychic scourge.
Don't know much about the profitability of... Well, fair, but you do buy RTS games. And you play the multiplayer, which would indicate other people you know, or you have connected with people who buy RTS games. Therefore, you do have some knowledge of the profitability. To a certain subsect, RTS games do make a certain amount of money. Let's not forget, Halo Wars was surprisingly successful to the point where it spawned a sequel. But the biggest... I'm going to pause it for a bit while I go. Nerd too much. 4X kind of gal. Giggly. Winky face. But no, RTS... The biggest issue RTS has always had is that it is really hard to move to consoles. Halo Wars kind of did it. Storm Surge kind of did it. Eva, I will give you a chance to explain what 4X is, because I'm not entirely sure. I assume it's like Civ. I personally am more of a sort of, you know, Total War kind of fan when it comes to that sort of thing.
Let's find this Imperial Guard outpost.
It's like Triple X with more X. So, the movie if Vin Diesel and Ice Cube were in the same film. Is that what you're saying? Or is it the name for an Australia parabel where a wizard who is not a particularly good wizard ends up?
If you are injured, return to your
Well, I'd say I'm not a particularly good wizard. He was a very good wizard, except for one spell he couldn't remember. Is Total War an RTS? I would say Total War is an RTS, for the most part. I mean, it is. Your strategy does come in real time. You forgot Rincewind's greatest adventure. Shame on you. Shame on you, Eva. Shame on you. Kowtow in sadness. Leandros, I'm gonna need you to chill and hurry the fuck up. You slow-ass dick. Exactly. Well, he was related to the Dean in that circumstance. Huh. How are they doing? Not great. I could help. They're doing fine, actually. In the football one, oh, the, I don't remember what it was called. Look, the Imperial Guard getting slaughtered. God, I hope someone isn't a fan of the Imperial Guard. Geneva? Hey, AJ, what would you say to someone who was a fan of the Imperial Guard? Is it that it's awful? If I were you, I would move because I am clearly... Oh. Well, I thought I was better and I died. Wasn't the French place Genua? Genua? Probably boring vanilla weirdos. I agree. Not on the vanilla. Yeah, was it Genua? It was Granny Weatherwax who went. No, that was the New Orleansian place. But yeah, if you like Imperial Guard, you're basic. But I don't know anyone who likes Imperial Guard, so it's fine. I feel like someone who did like Imperial Guard would mention it at some point. And I'd judge them out loud. From the pub, really? Oh shit, big boy. He wants to ram me with his double-handed club. I'm being unfair to Eva in... I was going to say I'm being unfair to Eva in fairness, but that's... I'm often unfair to Eva. But in fairness, Eva is unfair to me. We're unfair to each other, it's the whole thing. And then everyone's unfair to Alex, because... why wouldn't you be? You say that, but I know for a fact that you often play vampire counts.
I can't believe we survived that.
Maybe you should get better armor that doesn't have full slashes in it, dude.
I can manage.
Brothers, take him to the Valkyries. I will draw the orcs off and meet you there.
Give the power source to the sergeant then, Captain.
No.
No.
The orc chieftain wanted the power source. When his orcs see I possess it, not you, they will follow me. Move out.
Main in WoW is human. My main in WoW is non-existent because I don't play WoW.
Bastion Primus is that way, my lord. But it's all orc-held territory.
Well, I don't know. If I had to pick a race in WoW, what would you think I would pick? Josh has no WoW factor. Eva, don't lie. I have a wealth of WoW factor. Dwarf? Why dwarf? Is this you projecting? Be honest.
Do not bring personal possessions to public evacuation centers.
I don't know what a Drac theory because they're cranky. I'm not cranky and oh, wow. Okay. Customizing your scale palettes. Oh. 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 Thunder Hammer. Yes. I hate the center.
Now to knock over some orc nests.
Lizard people. Lizard. Fair.
Welcome to Evacuation Center Omega.
Do do do.
You
It's
will
hammer
receive
time.
water and food. You will be protected from inclement weather.
That is a ridiculously sized hammer. Like, am I compensating? Because they never specify that. You know, they never specify the whole Space Marine thing increases the size of everything. Hello, mate. Oosh. Oh, it makes me so happy. And the fact I can use my gun as normal. I mean, they are sterile, I believe, but it's implied that they're not impotent because the Space Wolves do it. Like, it's implied the Space Wolves do it on the reg. Or at least, it's implied in one book that the Space Wolves are able to tell if a woman is attractive,
Whatever
which the
you're doing,
others
Captain,
can't.
keep at it. The Greenskins are swarming your way, leaving our path open.
Oh, well, fuck you guys then. Tell Leandros to get in here. He can use his stupid bald head. And I'm pretty sure in that same book, Bjorn, who's a dreadnought at that time, is almost saying, why don't you come get on these dreader nuts? But I do feel, I'll be honest, I think the Space Wolves get a bit of bad press. Because they've been a bit shitly written, in fairness, where they're obsessed with fucking wolves. Which is a new thing. They didn't used to be. They used to be fucking Vikings in space, which, you know, fuck it. Cool. Alright. What? Oh, fuck you. Hold on, I gotta stomp this dick.
Zeal and fury.
Well, I didn't mean to do that, but I still killed him, so... GG! I hope they're gone. And I missed. And I feel like a fool. Whee! Why would you ever go for non-power armor? Or non-jetpack? Be real. Jetpacks are awesome. You'd want a jetpack. I want a jetpack. If I could wear a jetpack in my normal life, I would. And I would never... What the fuck was that game where you got a jetpack? Dark Sector, that was it. That's what it was. I came up with, I don't know Titus's datasheet. I came up with the, well, me and my friend worked together to come up with a datasheet for Talion from the Middle-earth, you know, Shadow of War, Shadow of Middle-earth games. And it's really hard to do. Because obviously Titus, for the most part, would just be a normal Space Marine captain. But an actual Space Marine captain does not wipe orcs. Right, geezer. Let's be real. A horde of orcs this size would wreck a Space Marine captain. Because Space Marine captain's kind of shit, but I think with the Talion we came up with, he had a move that let him take over people, a move that let him jump. Space Marines plot, Ultramarines plot armor only works in fucking the books. In the actual game it doesn't. Dude, are you hiding? Fuck you. Well, this is awkward for you and me. Also, you're not getting feel no pain against that.
My lord, we owe you our lives.
Yeah, well.
The Emperor's will, Trooper. Now indicate to me the nearest concentration of orcs.
Aye, my lord. Master's
plaza is just past this hab complex. It's swarming with the beasts.
Not for long.
Let me come up there and clap them cheeks, guardsman. They don't want me to clap them cheeks. Their faith is lackluster. It's heresy not to clap them cheeks. Heresy!
Captain, we are within sight of the Imperial Guard bastion.
Who? I forgot how long it lets you have this. I mean, why would you not use the Thunderhammer? And this is something I hope they fix in Space Marine 2, because it is quite a big issue, is I really hope they make... I really hope they give more executions. Because I think there's 3 per weapon in this. And they're not great. I mean, they're great murdering. I love smacking people with the hammer. But I don't know. I think 5, maybe 6. But that's the question. How many kill animations can you really have? I'd be chill with the same amount of... I didn't even know you got executions in DMC. In fairness. Wait, DMC is in the remake they did. Oh, fuck you, you Gorby magic gobshite. Come here. Well, that's cheating. I realise that me using a jetpack makes me calling him a cheater entirely unreasonable, but what are you gonna do? But no, give me... Oh, how many... I mean, you're looking at... How many are we looking at? Chainsword, Power Fist, Power Sword, Power Axe, Thunderhammer. On average, 5, maybe 4, if you don't count the Power Fist as something different. To a Chain Fist. Yeah, I'd say about 4 or 5 general use weapons that you see on everything. Give me reasonable difference in what I'm using. Well, I guess my only excuse is to go, whee! I don't mind if the melee system is the same. This is very similar. This melee system works. You shoot, you hit. It's 2 mouse clicks and it's done. Easy. Simple. Unless some fuckwit's using magic powers at you. Which this guy is. I just want to point out, like, if I've got one major complaint, it's that the whole, you know, using rage thing to level up, blah blah blah. Or not level up, using rage to heal. I gotta remember that I can actually do that to these guys. Because I'm just beating them to death when I don't need to. But then again, I am using a thunder hammer. So whatever floats your boat. Ow. I exploded it. Right, where the fuck am I going in there? And they're gonna make me get rid of my jetpack, which sucks. Oh, maybe not. Am I jumping the gun? No. Wait.
Out of fuel.
How? Those things have fuel? How? When? Why? Who? Where? What? Well, on the plus side, I still have this hammer.
This is Primus Command. Orcs inside the perimeter.
My bae! She needs my help. I shall hold her and kiss her and hug her. Classic Imperial Guard build tanks. And then don't use them. Why aren't we using the tanks?
Sergeant Sedonis briefed me about
Hey.
the Inquisitor and his doomsday weapon. He said you require air transport to the Calcus facility.
Maybe if we hold
The
hands?
fastest way to reach it.
Would you rather be able to fly or never take
Your
full
men are
damage?
already on board their Valkyrie, and
Fly.
the squadron's ready
Fuck
for
full
liftoff.
damage.
We'll get you to Calcus with all speed. It's time the Imperial Guard brought the fight to the Orcs.
Maybe if we hold hand, maybe Keith. So, you got a boyfriend? How do you feel about someone who's 6'7", or however tall I'm meant to be? Hard to tell. 6'7" and maybe impotent.
Pilot, this is Lieutenant Mira aboard Valkyrie 1. Look sharp, all cries inbound.
Captain Titus, I need a gunner to man the heavy bolter.
Oh no, turret section.
Here they come, starboard side.
I love that it's Storm Boys. That's just fun.
I will shoot them off.
I mean, I will try, but if my shooting is anything to go by, I may as... Ew. This feels like the kind of... None of them are birds, so I already feel like this is a... Usually we murder birds on this channel. Not for any particular reason, it's certainly not to antagonize people. I would never antagonize people, I'm not an antagonistic person.
Storm Boys going for Valkyrie 3 and 6. Keep us in position, pilot.
Only the orcs would think, you know what's a great idea? Sticking a rocket on your back and using that as a jetpack. But that doesn't run out of fucking fuel.
Starboard side. Ship coming up.
Kill them, Seneca! Kill it!
What?
Right behind us.
Oh. Look, I'm not saying we'd have been better off maybe, I don't know, putting a gun back here. But we would have been better off putting a gun back here. Just saying. Because I'm about to die. Wait, I can't activate the fucking...
Breaking into the cockpit.
Oh. Plot. Oh no. Gonna do a backflip. Basically nailed it. 10 out of 10. Wait. Huh. I'm fine.
Come in,
Because
Lieutenant.
Captain Titus is a G.
I require immediate transport.
We're on approach, Captain.
Wait, why do I have a chainsword? What happened with fucking Thunderhammer? God damn it. You think you're going to be a big boy, and then you turn up to the group thing, and you've only got a chainsword. It's depressing when you think about it. I mean, you make do with what you have, but you're always going to regret it. And because you're super freaked out about the thing you thought was massive, but turned out to be not, you end up listening to Andrew Tate. And thinking that's a good way to live. You got to remember, chain axes weren't really a 40k non. Oh, I died. Chain axes didn't really occur in 40k for Imperialist units. I think it was only.
Valkyrie 2 is down. I require immediate transport.
We're on approach, Captain.
Down is a relative term. I mean, we're still alive. Me, I'm still alive. No, it wasn't World 8. I think. I'm pretty sure it was like, it's not as good in a utilitarian point of view for the chain axe. It doesn't work quite as well for other units. 'Cause I know Chaos, I think only Chaos get chain axes. But it's irrelevant. In 10th, they're going to get rid of specific weapon profiles like that. Really? Rude. Ah.
And we shall know no fear.
Well. No fear is a relative concept at this
Coming,
point.
Lieutenant. Valkyrie 2 is down. I require immediate transport.
We're on approach, Captain.
Not a word. Gonna curb stomp this guy, get a little bit of health. The main thing I hope.
Purge the enemy.
One of the things I hope they add for the sequel coming out is I hope they could do a better health system than this. I hate that you have to murder people to get health, because it just means when you're low on health and there's no one around, you're fucked. Especially when they're blowing shit up. Don't get me wrong. Shooting a bolt gun into people is always funny. But then you get shit like this, where people are basically unkillable. Admittedly, I just punched the crap out of him. Yeah, you're right. Well, you're a chaplain, you'd know best. Not quite Grimaldus, but it's definitely up there. Ah, thank you for the follow, chaplain. Ah, fucking I died. But yeah, mainly World Eaters use chain axes, because fucking Angron used chain axes, and he was an his name is Angron, and that tells you all you really need to know. Which I am wondering, I am curious if we will see in Space Marine 2, I'm wondering if we'll see either a Primarch or a Demon Primarch. I suspect we're going to see a Demon Primarch. I know it's Tyranids, but I have a suspicion. Because it's Ultramarines anyway, so I vaguely suspect we might see Mortarion. Because we've already seen Mortarion in a game. We saw him in the Grey Knights game. But I don't know, I see it happening. Or we see Gulliman. And I'm cool with either. Like, Gulliman, yeah, in the Horus Heresy, Gulliman is not my favourite. But he's grown on me as a character. I prefer Gulliman to the Lion. I'm dying horribly here, but it's because I'm distracting myself talking about Primarchs. But yeah, I definitely prefer Gulliman to the Lion.
Valkyrie 2 is down. I require immediate transport.
We're on approach, Captain.
Fulgrim's an interesting one. There's been rumours that Fulgrim's coming back. And I'm curious to see it. I think it is the... I don't know if it's Indomitus, but the fact they're Primaris and the fact that it's going as it is wouldn't surprise me. Right, you can fuck off. But it's definitely not Plague... But then it might turn into Plague Ward just because, you know... It starts off as Tyranids and then... I mean, this game started off with Orcs and then fucking... Chaos turns up to ruin everyone's day. Maybe I need to take this a little more carefully than I've been taking it. I hate they can tell. I hate that they can take your health down while you're doing it. It is the most annoying part of this game because you can only get health back by doing the kills, and they rinse you like that.
Valkyrie 2 is down. I require immediate transport.
We're on approach, Captain.
I also can't remember how to throw a grenade. That doesn't help. There we go. I remembered how to throw it. Fulgrim, I guarantee you Fulgrim is going to come back. But whether or not Fulgrim is the next one back is a different question. Because obviously they brought... You had Gulliman, and then Mortarion, and then Angron's gotten a whole new upgrade. But you had the Lion, had his own Arcs of Omen, whether or not they Arcs of Omen him. But they're also pushing for that new... Oh, what's his face? The flipping... Is it Vashtor? Yeah, Vashtor. They pushed him as a new god. And all I'm saying is, God of the Forge, what Primarch can you think would be the counter to a God of the Forge? Who we know is a perpetual and is likely to come back. So I think that person will be the next person. I think, for those who don't know, which I assume will be... Well, I'm not going to say Eva doesn't know, actually. I know Eva knows certain amounts of 40k lore. Well, you say Vulcan will take a lot of time, but Vulcan was... In fact, no, actually. As a pause, if they're bringing Fulgrim back, I guarantee you it will coincide with Ferrus Manus coming back. And the Emperor did say he could bring Ferrus Manus back. So I think you will see that happen if you're bringing Fulgrim back. That is my... I don't want to say my guarantee, but that is my suspicions that they will bring Ferrus Manus to deal with Fulgrim. Yeah, I know he's dead, but when did anyone being dead ever last in 40k? Ooh, Legion of the Damned, maybe, but I mean... Let's be real. And fair. Like, The Iron Hands are the most screwed over chapter in terms of both lore and what they actually give them. The Iron Hands get fuck all. Fulgrim's clone is an interesting one because they pushed it in the lore recently.
What is the Inquisitor's status?
Even with the bobbing headbird, which I'm glad to see.
Very good.
Hey. But yeah, I think if they bring back Lamenters... Ooh. Well, maybe if you guys had guns in the back, but you don't. You have them in the side. And I realised Ninth has fucked over Flyers rules.
Where is it?
The device is secure, Drogon.
Yeah, it's on my belt.
Well then, further delay is intolerable. Inquisitor.
You say Lamenters, AJ. I counter you Celestial Lions. Fulgrim coming back to Loyal. Ooh. I would counter you that the Emperor's children are more interesting. You know what, I would say the Emperor's children are more interesting, but I play Drukhari, so the whole BDSM sweat goblin is clearly more my style. So maybe I prefer them being what they are. Lawyer space. Fair, yeah. I mean, the loyalists using the bloody sonic weapons would be ace anyway. Because the sonic weapons in 9th were OP as shit. Sonic weapons in 10th we don't know. I think they'll be basically flamers. But maybe the loyalists need a little bit of rave. Because, like... You say that, but the Imperium, for all its murder boner bullshit, is practical if nothing else. Huh. You guys okay? Like, I would argue the Imperium would see the practicality. But it's whether or not it's seeing what Fabius Bile does. Because Bile's the linchpin in all this. Well, I'm in a cave. So that's a win. Fabulous Bill. Pretty sure that's Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, which I am in a desert. I don't know. I mean, I played Drukhari, as I said, and our lore has not changed in... We lost more characters than we gained for Drukhari. Like, I want to see Vect come back. Fuck it. Bring me back Vect. Make Hesperax a good character. Make Draza... Actually, I like Draza. I've slaughtered numerous people with Draza. And with Orcs, make Ghazghkull good. He's fine now, but he's not Primarch level. And the fucking... You get games now where someone brings out just a Primarch Marine and the Chaos Demons have their version. Oh. That's a bad fucking landing, mate. You ran over your boy. I am 90% sure he said step on them. And now I'm certain Captain Titus is Eva. Eva, stop stepping on the orcs. You know what you did. But yeah, no. The next Primarch they bring out will be interesting. I want to see more of what 10th is going to do. Steppies for Orkies.
Dispatch them quickly. must hurry.
I mean, did you all see the leaks for 10th? I assume you saw most of the leaks for 10th, or watched Auspex. It's a good channel to watch, in fairness. Auspex is interesting for lore. Better than Major Kill, who I'm 90% sure is... I used to like Major Kill for YouTube stuff for 40k, but hear me rant about it. I've not got much to rant about for 10th edition. My biggest rant with 10th is they were adamant that they were making it less killy. And all of the toughness was going up, but the wounding charts have stayed the same. To which I have issues with, because it doesn't matter. If you raise the toughness to 20 and say, well, now these guys can only wound, you know, your Imperial Guard aren't going to be wounding as easily. And you're like, no, they're still wounding on a 6. Doesn't make a difference. If you went from 12 to 20, your strength 3 las guns are still a 6. It's going up, yeah, but it's not going up enough to warrant me caring. Well, not caring is the wrong term, but you're not changing what you're doing enough to warrant. Like, I feel it would have been better if they'd gone with, if it's more than triple your weapon's wound, you can't wound it. Just that alone would have done it. But then that raises other complications, because you go, well, what? So if I've got a bunch of las guns, I can't shoot a tank. All right, mate. Come in. But it's just, I've seen an amount of the AP going down, and that's great. And I like the new shooting rules. I like the new charging rules that I've seen. But I'm still... You know what it is? I still don't think they've made up for selling codexes like the World Eaters and the Imperial Guard as late as they did. And yes, saying GW's got dodgy big business practices, there's a big fucking shock. You know what I mean? GW is kind of...
Can we get around the bulk of these orcs?
Yes, perhaps.
Well, these guys had a bad day.
Produces a minimal waste, so the facility's sluiceways should be accessible.
Lead the way.
I don't know why I gave up the last cannon before. I love the last cannon. Well. You guys are all assholes. What if Khan was next to come back? Isn't Khan already back? I mean, Khan never left. He's always been an angry boy. Khan the Betrayer's been around for a while. Whether or not Khan it will be good. Oh, you mean the Khan? I think you meant Khan the Betrayer. That's the downside of having a whole bunch of people called Khan, I guess. That's me being stupid. Fair dues. I think if the Khan's going to come back, you are going to see it in a Eldar expansion. Because Khan, the last time we heard anything from him, he was in the Webway. So I think you're going to get a... No, Khan. Fair. But you see my confusion. But yeah, I think you'll see him come back in the... It'll be an Eldar thing. Eldar or Drukhari, or both, or all of them, because it's Eldar, Drukhari, Harlequins. Just for where he supposedly is. Well, time to do some brutal slaughter. Less brutal than I'd like. Leandros, use your body to defend me. Look, we all want a Dark Eldar BDSM dungeon. Harem, whatever. They're hotties with bodies. Although, admittedly, they are like... I think I saw a thing on it where the fucking... The Eldar are like 8 feet tall. Like, they're tall boys and girls. So at a certain point, you got to figure out the logistics for that. Sure about it. Hold on, I got to murder this rock. Well, more power to you, AJ. I'm glad you're about that. Come here. Ironically, well, not ironically, but kind of sadly, I feel this game gets worse when the Chaos stuff turns up.
Captain, my servitors were destroyed in the initial attack. I may need your help to activate the
Welcome to the world of dealing with ordinary who.
Large is the weapon.
The firing mechanism is at my research lab.
Is it hot?
The energy pulse itself travels along conduits from the lab to the orbital spine.
Why? Don't get me wrong, if actually no.
We will proceed through that door.
Despite everything at Drukhari BDSM lab, I'm not actually... Yes. I would not go to a Drukhari BDSM party. That is a whole thing, and it is.
The lock, Captain.
Understood, Inquisitor.
Ugh. There are things happening there that you do not want to get invested in. God, I love thunder hammers. I mean, any game... Exactly, you're being used, abused, and turned into furniture when you're done. Maybe you're into that. Maybe that's your thing. I am covered in blood. Who doesn't want to be furniture? Oh no, it's a knobby knob. You know what, for me, it wasn't the helmet that was the problem. It wasn't the lack of a power sword, which sucks. It was, as I already mentioned, the biggest thing I was annoyed by was you couldn't get a helmet. You have to mod in to get a helmet. Which sucks, because you want... The Space Marine helmet is... It's an archetype. Like, it's what you want, that look, that kind of... Darth Vader if he's having a bad day look. Granted, then you get into the book of people... Yeah, it needs to be a choice. The fact that it shows you him in the helmet in the beginning would indicate it is somewhat of a choice. But I agree, you need to have the option to keep your helmet on. Or get, you know, kind of get an RPG sort of costume choice going on. You know, you can equip him with new stuff. I don't see an issue with it being a little bit more RPG. Like, maybe you unlock some new armor pieces, they do different things. I'm clearly busy fighting a mega knob. Oh, you're leaving. Alright, just leave me here, whatever, fuck you. Warhammer, everything is RPG. Fair. I don't think there's been a... So you know they're releasing a new TTRPG for Warhammer 40k, Imperialis something or other.
With a few modifications, it also makes...
Well, obviously, Rogue Trader, if you wanted to play a Warhammer 40k RPG, you might play Rogue Trader and be a Space Marine. You can't be a Space Marine in the new one. But I wonder if you can get power armor. And I kind of hope you can't. Because power armor in lore is broken as fuck. And let me have a pet squig. That's really what I want. I want a pet squig. I may die horribly just because I'm not fully paying attention. Time to roll. Whee! Rogue Trader's been out for years. If you're looking at a tabletop RPG. The new one, Imperialis Moralis, is something. Its rulebook is released, so technically you can play it. I don't think they've done a full online TTRPG yet. But I say that being very unsure. Very unsure. I think they were. You might be right. I don't want to say anything for certain because I never remember what they announced. 40k announcements a dime a dozen. Half the time they never come true anyway. Well, I just shit kick a squig and then I blew up. So that's never great. Alright, I'm just going to run to the loo. 2 seconds. Enjoy my screen looking awful. Enjoy yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. You'll be fine. Yourselves. 42 minutes. Well, that's not classy in any way, AJ. For shame. For shame. Oh god, I do have 42 fucking messages. Jesus. I'm not going to look at them. And you can't make me. Yes, I'm back. Sorry. Right, what the fuck was I doing? I was... Oh, god damn it. I washed my hands, damn it. I excessively wash my hands as part of the OCD. Anything, it's somewhat obsessive. Oh crap, I can't use my good guns. Ah, this is a problem. Problem for another day. Ow. That probably was a problem for today. Shit. Really? Really? I'll tell you who I am interested to see in 10th. I'm interested to see how they... Because they did the Demons release recently, didn't they? I remember seeing a post about it. Unless I'm being nuts. It's entirely possible I'm being nuts. Let's have a quick gander. Demons run first. Who's the next one then? Because I saw the Tau one, which was honestly better than I thought. The Tau one looked great. Like, they've cleaned it up a bit. Because Tau otherwise, with marker lights and all that other bullshit, were long. Oh, it's Chaos Knights. Yeah, that's weird. Why would you go with you Imperial Knights, Tau Chaos Knights? That's a weird mix. It's a weird choice. I don't like it. But I'm surprised they haven't done Orcs yet. Oh shit, Snippy Snappies. That's unfortunate.
The blood of martyrs is
Once
the
again,
seed of the Imperium.
they shouldn't let me kill me when I have to do that stupid move to not die. That seems rudimentary choice. Tell you what I'm surprised doesn't exist while I'm doing this. I'm amazed there is not a good MMO for 40k yet. Like, there was the Eternal Crusade thing, but let's be real, that didn't work. But a good 40k MMO that works, I'm surprised it doesn't exist. Especially because you see... I mean, Warhammer Fantasy had an MMO that was not amazing. I never really played it, but I am tempted to. Consistently, whenever I hear anything about it, I'm always tempted to. Huh. Hey guys. Mobile games, don't remind me the fucking... what do you call it? The Tacticus thing that always pops up. Or when they tried to sell a fucking strategy lane game like it was anything interesting other than just put models on a lane and see what happens. But I guarantee you the most popular Warhammer 40k game other than, you know, these ones are the strategy, the tabletop strategy battle simulator things. Because it's easier than buying an army. You just build it on that and then suddenly it's a whole thing. I died again. But yeah, 40k MMO, like old... Yeah, Jack uses it to test. A lot of people use it to test lists because it's easier than buying the fucking models. And it's better than Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, which is truly... If you use that for anything other than just... Uh-oh. Oh no, I'm getting buoyed on the bridge by a bunch of lads. Dude, fuck off. I have a hammer. I honestly wish I didn't bring the Thunder Hammer for this. It is not a great weapon for this situation, because I can't use any of my other weapons. Or, if not an MMO, a Total War style 40k game, which I think Eva's mentioned before. Like, that is the thing I think might come next. You know what? I might go further than that. A Stellaris style 40k one might be better. Because, you know, the Dawn of War games went a bit like it in the end with the updates. Soulstorm and, oh, what the fuck is the other one called? They went a little bit. But I think a Stellaris way, you pick a faction, you build relationships with other races, even though canonically every faction and race in 40k hate the shit out of each other. Which, to be fair, wouldn't you? I mean, they're all 6 foot tall, giant, angry space fungus or murderous lizards. $40k Kusage fighting game. No, because then you get into Masters of Terras Kasi kind of style. And I'm not dealing with that again. That was just a bad game. And I say that as someone whose Star Wars game knowledge is like, I played Star Wars. I've played way too many of the Star Wars games. Even though the fucking the old ones don't work that well anymore. Knights of the Old Republic on Windows 11 just doesn't work. It's a nightmare. Really, I'm back here? Which is a shame, because KOTOR's a great game. Even with the Nexus fix, yeah, they're not great. There's an issue with the, so KOTOR has an issue where you have the shadows and the grass textures cause the entire game to crash. You can kind of get KOTOR 2 to work, kind of, but it's not. This is gonna suck. Like KOTOR, which is a shame because KOTOR is KOTOR's good. KOTOR 2 has better gameplay, worse story. Is probably the best way to put it. And I love KOTOR. Like, the KOTOR series is a great series. Star Wars The Old Republic, I'm less thrilled about, but then I have never been, like, MMOs, I never joined a guild, I never got anywhere on them. They're not really my forte. One day I'll... Bit of waifus too. Oh yeah, no, the Handmaiden was better than Bastila, hands down. Like, Bastila was a matter of necessity, not of choice. But also, let's be fair. BioWare, for its many visas, bruv, nah, Handmaiden. But let's be fair, BioWare, even at its best, and I say this trying not to be, you know, conflicting, BioWare sucks at writing relationships. Even Mass Effect. Like, Talia's top tier waifu. For many reasons. She got them hips for days. But, like, BioWare is not great at romance. They're better than Atlas. the Persona romance writing is... ugh. But I would argue... They're okay at platonic stuff, yeah. But I would argue that no game... Well, no general game. Not no game, but no general game is great at writing realistic relationships. Mission is over. Really? Mission? I found Mission quite annoying. I liked, the guy you found on Kashyyyk, the old Jedi who really couldn't be put up with your shit anymore. Jolie Bindo. Yes, that was a whole thing. I remember seeing Merrin play it. And that was an emotional thing. You know. KOTOR 1, Jolie Bindo and HK-47 are the best characters in the game. You say it's messed up, but remember, in Persona 5, you can date so many adults as what is essentially a child. And it's never really covered. Yeah, you can date your doctor, your teacher. Your teacher in Persona 5, you meet because she works for a maid service and you call her and she comes. And she comes and gives you massages. No, the cat's at 11:30. Also, don't say it like that either. I'm not stabbing my cat. I'm giving my... So it's a whole thing. She's basically, over the last few days, has started having seizures. And they think it's epilepsy. So we have to give her medication, which is fun. Oh, I'm well aware. Yeah, it's not great, but she's fine. She's chilling. She is chilling, but she doesn't like me very much at the moment because I keep holding her down and forcing a tube down her throat. Wow, these guys died in perfect sequence. Always fun. Oh shit, it's Eva's. Oh no, I hammered the Evas so hard they passed out. Winky face. Special kind of relationship. Yeah. Not one you want with your pet. Pretty sure that's illegal. Winky face. Kitty face. Ow. Don't do that. Ever again. What? Alright. I'm just aiming till I get to the next save point. Yeah. So, it is 11:29, which is a good point for me to chill. So yeah, thank you to everyone who came for this slightly later one. We did one earlier, but it was because I had some time to kill. Thank you to AJ, Eva, and everyone else who turned up. Obviously, if you like the people you talk to and you want to talk to us more, you can always join the Discord, which is well worth turning up to. Chaplin, I forgot you. I'm sorry, buddy. But yeah, join the Discord. You can come chat to us in person. And the in-person bits is mostly me turning people into characters. So, you know, Eva got turned into a person getting hit by a wave. Alex is a waifu. Everyone liked the Alex is a waifu. He loves Alex Chan. He pretends like he doesn't, but he does. Yeah, I've got to go be a pet owner, which is tiring. And then I'm going to go to bed to carry more trees tomorrow. Manly things. Wow. Alright. Peace out, my loves. Of course I did. We may see something on Monday where I play a game I mentioned before, if I can get it to work, but I suck at it, so it's gonna. I'm namely doing it to annoy two people in our Discord, one of whom's here, so I assume Evil will get annoyed, and Ophi in our Discord will also get annoyed. Because I'm gonna suck at the game. Alright. Peace out, baby bears. Have a good one. Enjoy staring at my awful... I can't leave the page, so that's fun. There we go. I'm not going to look at my 42 messages, so deal. Bye.